Welcome to HIFEN's world. Today's topic is Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea, island country in the southwestern Pacific Ocean. It encompasses the eastern half of New Guinea, the world's second largest island. The western half is made up of the Indonesian provinces of Papua and West Papua, the Bismarck Archipelago, New Britain, New Ireland, the Admiralty Islands and several others, Bougainville and Buka, part of the Solomon Islands chain, and small offshore islands and atolls. The national capital, Port Moresby, is located in southeastern New Guinea on the Coral Sea. Land. Papua New Guinea stretches from just south of the equator to the Torres Strait, which separates New Guinea from Cape York Peninsula to the south, the northernmost extension of Australia. Mainland Papua New Guinea reaches its maximum north-south expanse of some 510 miles (820 kilometers) along its western border with Indonesian Papua. Almost completely straight, the boundary is formed primarily by the line of longitude 141 degrees east and curves only briefly westward to follow the Fly River for approximately 50 miles (80 kilometers), starting just southwest of Kyonga. Relief. Papua New Guinea's magnificent and varied scenery reflects a generally recent geologic history in which movements of the Earth's crust resulted in the collision of the northward moving Australian plate with the westward moving Pacific plate. The low-lying plains of southern New Guinea are geologically part of the Australian plate. Indeed, New Guinea was separated physically from Australia only some 8,000 years ago by the shallow flooding of the Torres Strait. The southern New Guinea plains, called the Fly-de-Gull Shelf, named for the Fly and de Gull rivers, are geologically stable. Northward lies a belt of limestone country of varying width, most prominent in the Kikarai River Lake Kuchubu area. This forms an extraordinarily harsh environment of jumbled karst, dolines, rock towers and seemingly endless ridges of jagged rock, all covered in virtually impenetrable lowland rainforest. Drainage and soils. Steeply sloping mountain areas, exceptionally heavy rainfall, geologic instability in all except the most southerly areas, and the rapid growth of both population and commercial enterprise have combined to create some of the highest soil erosion rates in the world, rivaling those of the Himalaya region. Consequently, while rivers are usually quite short in length, they carry extraordinarily high sediment loads, which have built up vast swampy plains and deltas, especially along the Sepik, Ramu Fly and Pureri river systems. Once they leave the highlands, often through spectacular gorges, such rivers meander slowly across the sediment plains. For example, some 510 miles (820 kilometers) from its mouth, the elevation of the Fly River is a mere 60 feet (18 meters) above sea level, an average downhill gradient of only about 1.5 inches per mile (2.4 centimeters per km). The high deposition rates create major problems for any proposed human use of those rivers, such as transportation or hydroelectricity generation. The northern volcanic fringe contains some of the most fertile soils of the islands. Climate of Papua New Guinea. Although all the climatic regions of Papua New Guinea are basically tropical, they are nevertheless varied. In the lowlands, mean annual maximum temperatures range from about 86 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit 30 to 32 degrees Celsius, and the minimums are between 73 and 75 degrees Fahrenheit 23 and 24 degrees Celsius. Seasonal variation in temperature is slight, and the daily variation approximates the annual variation. Cooler conditions prevail in the highlands, where night frosts are common above 7,000 feet (2,100 meters). Daytime temperatures there generally exceed 72 degrees Fahrenheit 22 degrees Celsius, regardless of season. Each variation in elevation creates new ecological zones for plant and animal life. Papua New Guinea's social composition is extremely complex, although most people are classified as Melanesian. Very small minorities of Micronesian and Polynesian societies can be found on some of the outlying islands and atolls, and as in the eastern and northern Pacific, these people have political structures headed by chiefs, a system seldom found among the Melanesian peoples of Papua New Guinea. That's all for today. If you do liked this video, please support us by subscribing our channel for more interesting videos. Thank you.